This week we have a new update to the Sim Update 1 pre-release. This is a very important first release for the developers due to their disastrous launch of the Sim at the end of last year 2024. This latest build seems to have caused some issues and now a delay appears on the horizon. So let's have a look at why and the highlights of this new pre-release update. Before we jump into the details, a big thank you to Simbit World for supporting this video. Thank you to Simbit World Pilot's Life Chapter 2 for sponsoring this video. A Pilot's Life Chapter 2 simulates the career of a commercial airline pilot by generating your schedules, tracking your scores for your flights, and rewarding weekly according to your contract type and much more. Pilot's Life provides a reason to fly in the sim from A to B while improving your skills as an airliner pilot, and depending on how good your scores are, you can progress throughout your airliner career to higher tier airliners and purchase more aircraft license. With over 575 airliners and over 280,000 real up-to-date routes, each flight and contract will have you experience the virtual airliner career globally, living a pilot's life. A pilot's life will work across all types of flight sim platforms, including a Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane, P3D, and even FSX. Links in the description where you can pick up your copy of Pilot's Life, and we thank them for sponsoring this video. This week we received a new update to the Sim Update 1 beta build, bringing the build to 1.3.13.0. Microsoft mentions over 23,000 simmers are currently participating in the beta, and this update brings the third testing build to the pre-release. During last week's first development live stream of the year, the Microsoft team mentioned that they were planning on releasing the first sim update next week on the 18th, which would be to the public build, but then on and mentioned in this week's sim update blog they were going to delay the release. Feedback from the beta testers drove this, and now we'll see a new beta build update next Thursday on the 20th instead of a full release to the public build. Having a quick look at the forums, I noticed that many simmers were experiencing a wide range of new issues, from new crash to desktops, missing a bunch of default aircraft, and multiplayer causing FPS drops, and third-party aircraft like the Phoenix not working. That being said, we decided to use the latest beta update in our recent stream, and we come across all those issues, particularly when it comes to FPS. It seems to be there was many memory leaks, and only seeing a few multiplayer aircraft caused the sim to basically come to a halt. That being said, the third update brings some new updates to the sim, and even though we have seen many more issues just like what we experienced in our live stream, here are some of the highlights of the updates. The new build 1.3.130 brings some general bug fixes, fix the bugs where various systems did not take a non-selectable aircraft into consideration after the mount and unmount after the build package. I think this has something to do with what's been happening when it comes to FPS issues. Stability and performance, the team fixed some crashes when the package was disabled while textures are loading, fixed some crashes when the avatars meet up online, fix some crashes on Xbox that would occur when accessing areas close to certain airports. They did mention the airports that were causing issues, but I didn't include them in the video. When it comes to pre-flight, they have increased the default player character camera speed, adjusted the gamepad player character rotating X-axis and rotating Y-axis. When it comes to career, we saw some general bug fixes. They fixed a crash occurring after buying a package containing an airport during a mission briefing, fixed a crash when selecting airports to transfer aircraft, also fixed a crash occurring when transferring an aircraft to a new airport. Moving on to world updates, they fixed the cliff textures that are sometimes displaying on the photographic buildings, fixed some city lights that are sometimes displaying on photographic landscapes. Moving on to my library, they've added a flicked pop-up when users try to enable multiplayer version of the 2020 and the 2024 on the same item. Some other general bug fixes to the dev mode, including the SDK, also some improvements to 3D Max and Blender. Even though it doesn't seem there was too many updates to the new build, the Microsoft team have done something in the background that has caused a setback to the previous build. I found flying just by yourself and not in multiplayer, the sim update seems pretty good, but as soon as you get some aircraft around you, the FPS drops like a bag of potatoes. So with the delay of the public release of Sim Update 1, the Microsoft in-sim marketplace will also receive a delay as the team is launching it at the same time as Sim Update 1 goes live. And also the free plane, which is, they call it the Make It Good, or whatever they call it, the Carinado Cessna 185. This will be delayed as well because they need the marketplace to deliver that too. So the marketplace and the Cessna is all depending on what's happening with Sim Update 1 release, and from the looks of it, we will definitely see a new update on the 20th, and we might even see more after that. In my honest opinion, the previous beta build was really good, and I spent more time in 2024 with that build compared to the current public build. So hopefully we will receive a stable Sim Update 1 soon for everyone to use, but I'm leaning towards at least a March release. This is merely speculation on my part, of course, but it seems to be that the Microsoft team are really taking their time to make sure that this Sim Update 1 is a good start to put the sim in the right direction. This week on the in-sim marketplace backlog list, we're seeing an increase of total of new products that are in progress to release on the in-sim marketplace, a total of 255. This is up by 29 when it comes to week on week. We have no confirmation just yet if these total numbers are including products that are waiting to release on the in-sim marketplace for 2020 and 2024. I'm suspecting these are only the 2020 numbers. Aircraft down by 5 to 20, missions are up by 44 to 152, sceneries are down by 3 to 19, liveries are down by 2 to 12, airports are holding steady at 42, and others are down to 6 to 9. Basically all the categories are down, but missions are up, which is normally to developers that we have seen many weekly product releases. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll have a good indication of who we are talking about, and in my opinion they are pretty much spamming the in-sim marketplace. And I hope, and I've said this many times, I hope Microsoft puts some sort of limit or some sort of rules around posting amounts of content when it comes to the in-sim marketplace. This week on the in-sim marketplace releases, we've seen a total of 31 new products across the 2 release days, which was February the 10th and February the 13th. A couple aircraft releases this week. The first one is the Aeroplane Heaven Nimrod, the Golden Age simulations with the Stearman, and Cirrus Sims with the M17-V5. The other releases were made up from 6 airports, 2 others which are generally utility releases, 2 sceneries, 3 mission packs such challenges or excursion packs, and 1 livery pack. We are playing around with the current format of these series of videos at the moment, so if you like the shorter sim update format followed by a midweek third-party development update, or prefer a full weekly news update video, which we have done in the past, those ones generally go to an 18 or 20 minute length. Let us know in the comments below. We would love to know your thoughts, and if you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and help us reach over that 100,000 subscriber milestone. We are super close and can't wait to reach that one. Thank you very much for all your support, and we'll see you on another video real soon.